I'm Dave.
I'm Kyle.
And this is Kyle and Dave versus the Machine.
Video edition. There we go.
We're getting better at it. This week we get to watch a movie called Willy Wonka and His Chocolate Factory, a movie that Kyle
Willy
really
Wonka's
enjoys.
Chocolate Holiday. I don't know what the hell it's called. Whatever. Willy Wonka's Death Emporium.
So my opinion is this movie should be stricken from the record. And it exists solely based on the fact that Roald Dahl, racist, is still in the public world thought process. What am I thinking of? Diaspora? Who cares?
Yeah.
People still read his books.
Zeitgeist, by the way. I think that's probably the word you're thinking.
Zeitgeist. Dictionary.com. Yeah. So is it good? No. Should people watch it? No. And are people who are defending it out of their mind? Yes. Kyle, what did you think?
I love this movie. It is a warm blanket that I cuddle up with in the darkest points of the wintertime. That is how I feel about this.
Have you smelled warm chocolate?
I have.
Is that what you want?
It's hot cocoa. I think this movie is fun. Like, is it like a 5 out of 5? Nearly so. But I wouldn't say it's a completely 5 out of 5. Because there's some elements I'm not a huge fan. I do think like the first 40 minutes drags a little bit.
That's like half the movie.
There's a plot contrivance near the end that's always kind of bugged me. But the core of this, like the super core of this movie, of Gene Wilder in that role, ushering the kids through the actual chocolate factory, all of it's gold to me. I think every joke lands, every song is perfect, every gag works for me. It's great. I really just love watching this movie, and that's where I'm from. Is it dated? 100%. Could it be remade? Probably. Did Tim Burton do a good job? Absolutely not. So that's kind of where I'm at with this movie.
I mean, to that point, it was remade, it sucked, and it tells you everything you need to know about this movie. And as we discussed, it is surprising how much Tim Burton plagiarized and mimicked this film, which is weird.
But presumably hated this movie. Loved Roald Dahl's book, hated the original movie, made his version that was basically the same.
And then changed the book?
Yeah, and then changed the book drastically too. I think maybe it is the musical idea of it. Dahl didn't really like the fact that it was a musical. Tim Burton, I don't know how much he likes musicals. I have seen Sweeney Todd. I guess where I go is like, I actually love that element of it. And yes, I am like a musical theater apologist in many ways. And I even like some of the bad stuff.
Nerd.
Not Cats, but...
Did you watch it?
I paid money to go and see Cats in a
exactly.
theater. Yes, I
did. That tells you everything you need to know.
But I think the music is phenomenal in this. There is a reason why, oh my God, I just blanked on like the most popular song from this.
Imagination.
Pure Imagination. It's not Pure Imagination.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, Pure Imagination. Boy, supposedly I'm a fan, and I can't even remember what the songs are called.
It's not that good.
But that song, there's a reason why people have covered that it appears in commercials, that it like is still on compilation albums. I forget who it was. There's someone who like even 2 years ago covered this song on an album. So it's like it still continues to go over these decades. I think that the Willy Wonka look is being mimicked over decades. We use the condescending Wonka meme. There is a reason why I think this is infused our popular culture. So that's why I think that this is so culturally relevant. I understand if you don't like it. I just think it's great.
This is why I hate popular culture. Because stuff like this can continue to exist.
Maybe humanity was a mistake. Have we considered that?
If you think these memes are worth, surviving, you should take a good look at yourself in the mirror.
Here's where I'm going to push back. To pull the curtain back once again, I was bad at judging my time, and so we really had to rush through the last 20 minutes of our podcast episode this week.
Yes.
Like really rush through them. So the one question I really wanted to ask is, I don't know if you've fully communicated to me like why there's the hatred that you have. What is it that is so egregiously bad that this stands toe-to-toe with Sweet Sweetback,
Omega Man,
Death in Venice? Why is it that level and not been like, this is a 2 or whatever? Like it's that low.
You get caught up in the moment, but I definitely think this is Omega Man level. I will say that Imagination is still out there, and even I was humming it once I heard it. But the fact that I didn't even realize it was a musical until I pressed play tells you everything you need to know about the musical aspect of this. Sure, I know the Oompa Loompas sing. I remember that. But they sing in the book.
Right.
It's not a groundbreaking use of music in a film. And frankly, all the other songs are a complete waste of time. You don't need them. They don't bring any joy to the film, it's tired, and because the way we interact with each other and our children, how, the idea of what a scathing wit and sarcasm has evolved so much. Gene Wilder does not come across to me as somebody who is above it all. He seems very menacing and creepy. And we can argue about whether Willy Wonka is supposed to be like that in the book. And yeah, if we want to really pull apart Roald Dahl's writing, I mean, he's a pretty fucked up dude. But I didn't really take pleasure from watching Gene Wilder look like he was better than everybody. I thought he was really obnoxious, frankly. And there are certainly moments where he's charismatic. He's way better than Johnny Depp. So I'm not comparing those two at all. His is a much better iteration. But we also discuss all the possible other candidates that turned down this role.
Right.
Peter Sellers, can you imagine how much more fun that would have been?
Yeah, Peter Sellers would have knocked it out of the park for sure.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't afford him. Any of the Monty Python guys. I mean, there are so many different ways to play that character that in this watching, I was irritated. It was like watching Omega Man. I wasn't in on the joke.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this. I think that maybe your issue is that if anything even veers even slightly into camp, you totally disregard it. That's my sense of this. But we'll see if I'm right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it's old camp because I'm not in on the tone anymore, or if it's camp in general because I'm a bitter old man.
Who can tell? Maybe it's one of the same.
I liked Magic Camp on Disney Channel.
Holy shit. Come on. Well, that's what we thought of Willy Wonka. Tune in on Friday.
That stabs the wound deeper.
Shut up. Tune in this Friday when on any podcast service that you enjoy. You'll hear our full episode on Willy Wonka and or the Chocolate Factory. There's a bunch of other videos that you can watch of our reactions to trailers, of our thoughts on other films that we've reviewed here in the year 1971 as we shuttle towards Earth. That is our journey back that the machine has forced us to do.
I love knowing how many of your friends I'm offending each week and how many of them are begging now to get on our podcast.
I know.
Just to fucking tell me I'm wrong.
Now you're this character and you're going to start to lean in, right?
I was leaning in the whole time. I'm just going to take the gloves off.
Next, you're going to be like...
One.
Yeah, you're going to do like this huge heel turn as we go further into these seasons. You're like, Fast and Furious actually sucks.
Prove me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me I'm wrong. It's like that YouTube guy who makes a desk in the...
Tell me I'm wrong.
I could do that.
You are that guy, Dave.
Well, I like some films.
Name two films you've liked, Dave. This year, in 1971.
This year. French Connection.
Okay, yes.
And that's pretty much it.
Did you like Fiddler? Yeah, you like Fiddler.
Oh yeah,
right?
I liked Fiddler. Fiddler was great. We just reviewed that. I don't know why it didn't come up. Fresh in my mind.
We actually did. This will be like 4 weeks after we talked about Fiddler, but sure.
Right. Oh, I'm working on that video.
Right.
2 out of 12 ain't bad.
All right. Bye, everyone.